Hello, Sydney. Your favorite killer is here, and today we're playing Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened. And as you can see, this one is inspired with Lovecraft's Cthulhu, or maybe even it related to Cthulhu. But let's check this. This game came in perfect moment. We just finished the sinking city. Okay.
Go away, you swine! Leave, or I'll make you bleed!
These all came from the swamps. Could be toting contraband.
Holmes! Help me! Do not fight the calling!
Cool.
Blood!
I beg of you, Holmes! The dying! Relive your blood!
Oh, no. No, it can't be. It can't end like this. Again, this nightmare haunts me. It won't let me forget.
Legendary.
How did this all begin?
Damn, this tool is actually totally badass. So we have to play the other games. Frogwares presents a Sherlock Holmes adventure. The Awakened. It's Cthulhu Awakened. Sounds biblical. 2 years ago, London, 6 September 1894. Whoa! 2 years. Okay, this is gonna be a long adventure. Is this faggot Watson? Certainly looks like him. Or not.
Good morning, Holmes. Looks like a typical London
Okay,
day.
it was.
Fog in the morning, fog in the afternoon. Ha! And here's a surprise. Fog in the evening.
Good morning, Watson.
Can you imagine? I have been at it since 5 a.m. and I scarcely think my list of patients for the day has even been touched. What is more insufferable, I haven't even had a moment with the morning paper.
It is the tedium, my dear Watson. Life is ordinary. The papers are lifeless. Any hint of audacity, and dare I say romance, has vanished from the criminal world.
Holmes, it is only temporary. You know perfectly well that sooner or later an exceptional incident will occur in London or thereabout, which cannot rest till the talents of Sherlock Holmes are called into play.
I hope the heavens hear your words, Watson.
I must take my leave, Holmes. I have an appointment with a rather odious man, Captain Stenick. He is apparently in a state, with near tachycardia due to some problem involving his manservant.
Okay, important thing to mention, this is remastered edition because I'm totally hot and sexy. Okay, it looks same as the previous game, which was Sherlock Holmes' Secret of Silver Earring. Oh wait. Oh, it's actually not. Because we have first person here. Okay, let's go.
The Strand! The Strand! Boy, the Strand!
Princess attacked.
Strand! Strand!
So, my young friend, what is the news? Scandinavian Royal is in London. If you and the lads can look sharp and find out more about her visit, there will be some coin for your pockets.
Righto, Mr. Holmes. If there's aught to be found, the irregulars will have it. I'll send the words out to the lads.
It is necessary to keep my informants in fighting form.
Indeed. Okay, great. What is this? Is this a fog? Oh no, it's a steam from. I think at least. Whatever. Yeah.
My respects, Miss Fleming.
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Great chit-chat.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. How are you? I have some new novels that should interest you. A nice illustrated volume on fish and a collection of legends on piracy. They must be here somewhere.
A book about sea fauna.
Red Drum. Is it connected to Red Drum somehow? Maybe.
The pirate's book.
Okay, knowledge soaked.
I will take them.
Thank you, and goodbye, Mr. Holmes.
Well, for now it's easier to play in first person. But it's harder sometimes when you have to find a clue.
Here.
Here's this faggot.
Ah, it's good that I found you, Holmes. As I told you this morning, I visited Captain Stenick. Although his symptoms are not serious, the circumstances which caused his palpitations are quite peculiar. Perhaps you can make something of it. Here is Captain Stenick and Sergeant Ruffles.
What's up, gentlemen?
Captain, I understand from Watson you are quite upset.
Any man will be the same, and with less provocation. My servant has left in the middle of the night. Damned ungrateful after all I have done for him. To top it off, he knows not one word of English. Finally, if he causes any damage, I will bear the brunt of people's anger and suffer the consequences, as I am the person who brought him to England.
How long was he in your employment, and is he accustomed to vanishing in this manner?
We returned from Australia more than 5 months ago now. But to his credit, he never left this house before now.
Could he have stolen something?
Upon my word, no.
How much money does he have on his person?
Frankly speaking, he didn't have any money. I kept his wages for him, and they are in my safe. In any event, what the deuce would he have a need for money?
Who knew that he worked at your home, and had he any contacts here in London?
Anyone who deals with me professionally knows Baopa is my personal servant. As for his contacts, they are limited to the delivery men who bring food or other items to my home. What reason could he have to see?
Now then, Sergeant, what is it about, and what elements of the crime do you have documented?
Referring to the official report, the following particulars were taken down. A young Maori responding to the name Baopa was reported missing by... In truth, we rarely concern our... You must know, Mr. O, We expect that some low-class brothel has opened its doors to the local exotics, and Mr. Holmes, you can imagine how word would spread. Mark...
That is a possibility, to be sure. However, I would be most grateful if you could ask your superiors to send me the reports about those... Watson, continue your search here. I must follow...
Okay. I guess this was his house.
Flaxen. Yellow. The lock was not cracked. What a peculiar drawing.
Legendary.
This appears to contain some...
Okay, nothing else is here.
Footsteps. Let's see. The size is undoubtedly...
Okay.
Footsteps. Let's see. The size is undoubtedly set. The right shoe is missing a nail.
Okay.
Yes, there is something here. Yes, there is something here. This should prove useful. Fibers. Why are they? It will be necessary for me to examine this more closely.
Okay, can I go to Baker Street now?
I don't have enough information. I should return.
You gotta be shitting me.
Have you found anything, Mr. Holmes?
Footsteps. Let's... How strange. I shall have to examine this more thoroughly. Come, Watson, we must return to Baker Street.
What do you make of this, Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Stenick, I wish my news were your servant simply left your employment voluntarily for the service of a more honest man. Unfortunately, one of the two is a man of moderate size, very robust, and a mature age. His profession, which will be the key element in our investigation of this. At this moment, the reasons behind this villainous act are unknown, but rest assured, the truth will not...
Holmes, I must
Okay,
protest.
legendary.
You did not spare my client, Captain Stenick.
That may be, Watson, but now what matters more is to know the reasons behind the kidnapping of this young aboriginal yesterday evening in central London, and more importantly, what has become of him. I must concentrate on a small experiment I will run to test my theories. Please go to the poor Lovelorn Barnes and ask him if he has something on the Maori nation and its traditions. Also, if you should happen to see the newsboy outside, find out what he knows, and if it has value, give him
A miser? You cost me...
Let's go.
Very interesting.
Okay.
Nothing. The meatball ignited but failed to burn completely. These rope fibers are clearly hemp. Now, about the origin of the... According to this monograph, the fish scale appears to be from a perch, a saltwater fish with...
Okay, nailing it.
Let's see if I can obtain a reaction with the help of my chemicals and... Now it can't be used for anything. Now it can't be used for
For
anything.
fuck's sake.
Now it can't be used for anything.
Acid.
Perhaps if I apply heat? Incredible. I note a strong presence of opium.
Okay, divine.
Let's see if I can obtain... This is evidently... I should look from the window and see what...
I'm Watson.
There's a good lad. How does it go?
Hello, sir.
My associate, Sherlock Holmes, said you might have information for him about...
The princess, Gov. He was looking for the scuttlebutt on this here princess what we visiting. They say he went out on a town having a go with the ladies. Like as not, he was trapped by some gang of toughs. Otherwise, who'd get the best... Oh, thank you, sir. Obliged, I'm sure.
Okay, let's go up.
Please, Watson, leave me to my thoughts.
The fuck now?
Ah, Dr. Watson, is that...
Doctor?
Bullshit.
Good morning. Has your sprain improved?
Good morning, Dr. Watson. It is slowly showing improvement. What can I do for you?
Would you happen to have a book on the Maoris?
If I have one available, it would be on that bottom shelf. Although, I'm not sure if I still have that particular book.
Please don't trouble yourself. I will look for it.
Okay.
Good day.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Okay, we're ready.
Holmes, what on earth did you say to Barnes to put him...
Not now, Watson, although I'm sure this bit of news is most significant. What part of London would such a...
Docks.
Yes, Watson, there is little room for doubt. Our man
Nailing
is a
it.
bargeman who works at the Thames River wharfs. He is more precisely employed to transport...
Let's go.
Why did we come here, Holmes? Brr, it's rather
Precisely, Watson. Ah, good. Here.
Excellent, Holmes.
The Cursed Mermaid.
Good day to you, sir. Could you serve up 2 of your best pints and some information, if you please?
My pleasure, sir. What can I do for you?
My friend and I are looking for a man who works one of the fishing boats at the docks. The name of the ship escapes me, but I do know for certain fact it has a coal-fed boiler.
In truth, there are dozens of such boats that lay anchor here every day. What can you tell me about the look of him?
Only that he is a robust man about this size, wearing iron soles.
Little help there. You've just described half of my customers. I have nothing for you. Here now, look for the man.
Either way, I am in your debt. Please tell me for curiosity's.
He's been waiting ever so long for a new wooden hand. It was to be here yesterday, but
The devil last night and it had to be worried.
Worms?
Yes, Grams is what it was. A sudden attack in the middle of the night.
Legendary.
Well, gentlemen, again, thank.
Okay, let's go to that house. Oh, check that. It's totally realistic. Damn it.
This old rope seems intact. No one is here.
But somebody's there. Is she praying or crying? Let's find out.
Excuse me for disturbing you, but I'm looking for a man named Mr. Harper. Do you know him? He lives just opposite you.
He gone. Boat. Boat.
Watson, I know this accent. These people are Nepalese, and as luck would have it, I am familiar with this dialect.
Nepalese? Holmes, are you sure?
Aho Nitra. Shigong Senitra.
Ah, Nito. Bo Petro. Toro Mitro. Doka.
This woman says her family has suffered a grave misfortune. This altar is for her son, a lad of 16, who disappeared just 1 week ago.
Could he have run away to sea or some other youthful adventure?
Il koga bratsen, but presindra kum.
Bo Petro. Toro Mitro. Ka. Waekta. Doricoto. Ah, Nito. Tro. Petro.
Malinhe gas.
Onaliga.
She also says her son's belongings are on this altar. She says we may examine them and take anything that might help find.
But what does this have to do with Captain Stenick?
Let's see.
This is not Nepali. It looks like silver, but judging.
And that is all we can take. Yeah. What's this? A drunk guy.
Watson, it appears this young man is ill. Be a good.
Here now, my young man. Let's...
What's that? You say you were forced to drink.
Yesterday afternoon, I was given a parcel to deliver to an address not far from here. I was near the warehouse Well, let me tell you, I drank without stopping.
But what could they have wanted, Holmes?
I can't say.
It has a unique flavor. Rather tasty, I might add. There's no mistaking my senses. This contains turnips. In fact,
But where are you off?
Watson, it is time to seek out the
Okay.
That part of the warehouse seems an ideal place.
So,
I assume this is your special recipe?
that depends on who's asking. If it's the law, then I have nothing to do with it.
A fair price indeed. Unfortunately, this vintage is a bit full-bodied for my taste.
So,
I am missing something.
what?
One other thing.
Yes, I saw it. One of the dock workers, an odd sort, gave it to a gang member, Brannock. He wanted Brannock to join their gang or I don't know what. Must have been nigh on 2 weeks ago.
This man who gave your friend the pendant, can you describe him?
Not very tall, strong, wearing a red cap.
Thank you. By the way, my friend the postman feels...
I was sure of that. Turnips weren't near rotted enough. Maybe they need a longer soaking in the gutter water. Now, off with the peril.
Okay. Let's give him his wooden leg. I'm in arm.
Here now, you can't just leave.
Okay, we got hook.
This should prove useful. Hello to you again, sir. I won't waste time. We have discovered new details that may lead us to this elusive seaman. Most significantly, the man has a missing eye and wears a silver ball in its place.
By God, that can be no other than Dirty
Where could one find him?
He must have signed on with a ship, because
How did he behave?
he gave me extra to secure the private table behind that curtain. During his time here, men of all sorts came and went, seeking positions. However, he seemed nervous and fearful, as his knife was unsheathed and ready the whole of the night.
May I examine this table behind the curtain?
Certainly, if it will help.
Only the symbols.
These cuts
Okay.
Have you found anything of importance?
Where's this guy? Scary.
What a pity. The window is closed and
But why in
I need something.
Bravo, Holmes.
Ah, it bites! A splendid catch. This should prove useful. Sales, and according to this tab, the case is... The end
Needle.
of this hat pin is covered with...
Is this Cthulu?
Look, Watson, a page torn...
This drawing.
It would seem likely that
Here now.
someone has emptied these cases of...
Oh my.
blood! Look closely, Watson.
Bravo, Holmes.
Watson,
Easy.
we must inspect this place carefully and
Good God.
tread lightly, Watson. This...
Oh, Cthulu, this.
I need something. I need something.
Oh, I see a corpse.
A box full of pendants in the shape of a pelican. This should prove useful.
Whoa. Sacrifice happened.
What a horror.
Sinking city.
The left sleeve of this costume bears slight... This man was bound with rope shortly before his death. This man's right index finger is...
He's missing a leg.
This man has a small wound on his left thumb. He must have drawn that... This message is engraved in some language I must make a copy of this message before the police arrive. A herd of buffalo could not leave a greater mess than the... Excellent. A perfect copy of those symbols.
Bravo, Holmes.
Perfect.
What a peculiar drawing. Opiate, beyond all doubt.
You are right. This is death.
Metal boxes, and here is one that still bears a label. It is in the shape of a... I must take the contents of... that smell. I have no reason...
I think we have.
Have you found any...
No, I have nothing to say to him.
Did I miss something here, maybe? But I don't think so. Oh, I have.
This man fought hard before his tragic end. The dreadful...
This unfortunate man must have...
What are you speaking about?
All of the kidnapped people were kept here, and from the look of things, for some days. There must have been a good number of them, so they were drugged to keep them docile. Then, with the vile...
Oh my God! Holmes! Look!
Let's leave this place, Watson. We can do nothing here. See that this is delivered to Mr. Holmes at the Diogenes Club as quickly as possible. Do not leave without his reply, though...
What the devil are you doing, Holmes?
I am sending a letter to my dear brother and including a reference. Watson, I must know what was in the metal boxes that... And there, it is done. This is a very fine powder. Perhaps if I apply heat? That smell, undoubtedly a derivative.
How goes it, Holmes? What is the result of your analysis?
Without question, this is clearly a derivative of opiate. Something still troubles me, though. The facts indicate this substance must have been used in large quantities. But no English druggist could provide such an amount. Far too risky. And I do not believe British customs would allow such...
Well, I am convinced of quite the opposite, Holmes.
How can that be, Watson? Explain your reasoning.
Please remember that as a doctor, I am accustomed to the use of various compounds, including powerful derivatives such as distilled opiates. Such shipments are easily identified by their labels. They always...
Doctor, I will never get to the end of your possibilities.
What, now? Can't it wait for our tea?
Sir, did you find what you were looking for?
Yes, and no. Tell me, where can I find the...
The man's name is Beddoes, and at this time...
Thank you. You have...
Pleasure to be of service.
Okay. There's nobody here. Oh.
Let us hope that these registers... Aha, these must be the registers. This one... The iron boxes were stored here. A careful search of them...
I was just here.
Hold on, Watson. These trace... The size is undoubtedly 7. Hold on, Watson. These trace... The right shoe is missing... Ah, Watson, our case would have been better served if I'd applied... I need something. Here's a tab. This one is less damaged. Excellent. We now know the source of these
What is this door to nothing? Whatever, let's go back.
Have we received any word from Mycroft?
It seems to me there is a letter on the...
So, the poor devil who lay under this warehouse... Furthermore, if this detective agency has any standing, it rests on the reputation of its associates. They are rightly regarded as proven...
Exactly, Holmes. An addition symbol was there, placed within a rectangle.
For the moment, London has nothing more to tell us. These people, whoever they are... Switzerland, of course. Watson, we shall divide our task.
Well, I never.
Watson, you know I'm in...
Switzerland.
Hold on, Holmes, you are reading some penny dreadful. Here I thought to find you deep in some ancient news clippings, seeking similarities with our case, and yet you waste your time reading some outlandish adventure based upon some improbable hero.
Beware of considering popular literature as unworthy of our interest, Watson. Besides, am I not myself considered by some of your readers as an improbable hero living out outlandish adventures?
Holmes, you go too far.
Let's not speak on this, Watson.
Cthulu.
This horrible statuette gives my nerves a shake, Holmes. This trip to Switzerland, it brings back unpleasant associations, doesn't it?
Watson, those events should remain where they belong, in the past. However, I will not be joining you in Switzerland. When the train arrives in Lyon, I'm afraid we must part company, as I have business elsewhere that will take some time.
But Holmes...
As a doctor, your impeccable credentials will allow you to ably advance our investigation at the Black Edelweiss Institute. My presence would likely only arouse suspicion and harm our cause. I am writing the name of a Swiss policeman on this piece of paper. He is stationed at the village near the Institute and is a most reliable and capable man. Turn to him should you entertain even the slightest suspicions during your visit.
And you, Holmes?
As for me, Watson, I will investigate this case from the other side.
Switzerland, Black Edelweiss. 11 September. Okay, I guess. Second day
Keep your
is in
wits about you, Watson. Should you witness anything out of the ordinary, no matter how trifling it seems, go immediately to the valley and ask for Superintendent Bilger. I know him. He's a trustworthy fellow and has been informed of your presence in his district. He should prove to be an able ally.
Here now, this is hardly reassuring. Coachman, wait for me here.
Okay, we're gonna end this video here, so I'm gonna see you